reality, like because when you're running it, you don't notice like all the small touches like that, but in reality, this game's very well made, very nice. Looks like the countdown went off. We have a bit of a desync here, but that'll get fixed up momentarily. Both runners heading into 1-1 here. 1-1 is a pretty straightforward level. There's not too much in the way of tricks or strats. The one thing is what we just saw BMAN do there, and what we're going to see DiamondcrafterA coming up to here soon. He bumped on the wall a little bit, but you still got the basic gist of what he was going for, which is just, it's a trick that is called Omega Wall. Oh, okay. Omega Wall, which is basically just not bumping on that staircase up to the checkpoint there. DiamondcrafterA did something a little peculiar there. I believe he got a trick called Goomba Boost, which is if you jump at just the right time while you're sliding into a Goomba, you get a nice little speed boost there. And he opted to go for a bit of a different route within 1-1 itself, which is actually the route that the task does in 1-1, which is actually a good bit faster, though it's a lot more precise to get. So that's really good on him that he was able to get that there. Both are going to head into 1-2 now. Once again, another pretty straightforward level, as are all the levels in World 1. 1-2, the only caveat being that 1-2 is a lot tighter for the most part with its jumps. Like we just saw B-Man bonk a little bit there on the bricks before that first Goomba, because most of the passages in 1-2 are much smaller, so there's a lot more space to just lose little bits of time that do add up over the course of the level. Like I think in my personal best, I actually lost 2 seconds to this level just by bumping against random stuff. But both runners having a pretty good time at the level. DCA pulling out a 4.56, B-Man with a 4.54. 4.56 is really good. B-Man lost a bit of time there to the brick bonk, but both runners still relatively close to each other. No, nothing major yet. Gonna head into 1-3 now. 1-3, once again, doesn't have too many tricks. There's a small thing here right at the beginning where triple jumping off this question mark block allows you to avoid the RNG factor if that Hammer Bro does jump upwards, which I believe is about a 50% chance. And if he jumps upwards and you aren't triple jump, oh, I think B-Man missed some movement there. He got hit by that Hammer Bro. He's gonna have to grab a Yoshi here, and he has a couple options because he needs to get that propeller back before he hits 5 Fortress. So he has a couple options of how to get that back. It'll be interesting to see what he goes for. Yeah, it looked like I think he double jumped too far and ended up not landing on the platform he needed to land on to do the triple jump. So yeah, he's gonna have to figure out how to get that propeller back. DCA, on the other hand, making short work of 1-3, gonna get himself into World 5. There is a Toad here that does get kidnapped. We don't care about him. He is useless to us. He is worthless. We never want to see him again. He disgusts us just at the thought of him. Look at him, wasting our time with this cutscene. If he could get kidnapped, why couldn't he get kidnapped on his own time? Personally, that's my opinion. But DCA is going to be heading into 1 cannon here. And as he heads into 1 cannon, little fun fact about this loading screen before the cannon. The loading screens into cannons and into overworld enemies can actually be skipped through. Because if you don't mash through it, like just press 2 or press A a whole bunch as you're going through the load there, you will actually lose about a second because it's arbitrarily longer for no apparent reason, actually. And if you mash through it, you do skip that second. We don't know why. We were never given answers. Nintendo isn't returning my calls. I'm begging. Anyway, we're gonna head into 5-1 here, where the movement does get a little trickier. We have our first really interesting skip of the game coming up later in the level. First of all, we do a little bit of movement here, get a triple jump off that Koopa, just so that we can ensure that we get a star out of that block. Which, by getting that star, you save about 8 seconds. over not getting the star, so no purpose in not getting it, and it allows you to play this section and be a lot safer anyway, because, well, you can't get hit when you have the star on. DCA going for the trick that I mentioned earlier there, which is called water skip. Ooh, and he getting a frame perfect vine there as well, where the vine doesn't even move, and pipe, and a wall jump off the pipe as well. So very nice 5-1 out of DCA. We just saw what you have to go through if you do not do water skip, which is what BMAN did. It's a lot slower, and it's, in my opinion, a lot less cool looking. So both runners, BMAN's still probably gonna have to find a way to make back his propeller. I think I know what he's planning to do, though. There is a backup propeller that you can get in 5-3, which is my guess what he's aiming for. But first, before we get to 5-3, we do have to fight this piranha. This piranha is unavoidable, and it is very annoying. The optimal time to get in it is a 93 on your in-game timer, which is what DCA got there. And BMAN looks like he's going to get a 92. Not going to lose too much time. So after this piranha, you do have a choice of 2 levels that you can go into, either 5-2 or 5-3. Both runners here, since they're top level runners, are going to go into 5-3. It is around, I believe, 3 to 4 seconds faster, though it is much harder, much more precise movement in order to do it optimally. Whereas 5-2 is pretty much very, very easy to get through. So BMAN going to be going into this pipe here. There's a roulette block here where if you know the movement and you can pull it off, you can get a propeller. BMAN actually messing it up there, though. He's gonna end up getting a star out of that block. I don't know what he plans to do here. It looks like he's just, yeah, it looks like he's just gonna run through the rest of the level with the star here. Not sure if I would do that, but that's his call. DCA just gonna be finishing this out with a 438. BMAN might not get as lucky, though that star did save, I guess, a little bit of the time that he lost. Yeah, BMAN, I think, is actually going to get a better in-game time here than DCA. I wasn't looking at DCA's screen while BMAN was going through with his star, so I don't know what time loss he had there. But BMAN actually making up a little bit of time here, but he's going to end up losing it here in this next level if he doesn't go back and get a propeller. Because you can see from DCA's screen, 5 tower very much requires a propeller in order to do it optimally. Now, the thing with 5 tower, there are 2 cycles based off of these moving spike walls that almost every runner will go for. Which is either, as you go into the final door, a 5-4-6 on your in-game timer, or a 5-5-6 on your in-game timer. DCA, just gonna eke out a 5-5-6, which is optimal. It is very precise to do, so you're only gonna really see top level runners going for it, so that's very nice on him that he was able to get that. BMAN, I think if he does it optimally, I believe without propeller you can get the cycle below 5-4-6, which I want to say is 5-3-2. I don't know if he'll get that or not. We'll have to see. DCA getting a 5-29 on his final timer there. I think he was a little slow on one of the parts of the Iggy fight. So, not optimal, but still 5-5-6 is nothing to sneeze at, especially considering the fact BMAN's going to have to wait out a whole bunch. BMAN gonna actually fall 3 cycles behind DCA here, getting a 5-16. And DCA is going to be heading into 5-4. Now, he can choose to save here before 5-4 or not, because there is, I believe, the largest single time save in the game. He is going to save, okay. The largest single time save trick in the game, which is called 5-4 skip, which can only be done with propeller, so BMAN is going to miss out on that as well. So, the intended way you're supposed to do 5-4 is you have to wait on that raft, which is very slow and stops whenever there's 5 entities on it. So we don't want to do that. Instead, using very precise propeller movements here, which DCA is currently showing off for us. Oh, yeah, he went a little low on that jump, which is why you save there. Because, in fact, even if you die like 2 or 3 times close to the beginning of 5-4, it is still faster to do 5-4 skip than to wait on that auto-scroller raft. Just because of how much you skip. You skip waiting for almost anything in that level. It's fantastic. So DCA going to be heading back into it again, and BMAN, I guess, is going to be showing us what happens if you don't have propeller and you have to deal with 5-4 all by yourself. Which is mainly using this ice flower and throwing enemies off in the most efficient fashion that you can. DCA going to be going through 5-4 skip again. Looks like he's opting for slightly safer strats this time. And one last jump here. Alright. And he's going to get himself through. B-Man, on the other hand, just going to wait here with his shell and try not to die, because dying while doing 5-4 skip is one thing. Dying while just doing 5-4 is even worse. Because this level is very punishing. Like, doing it casually can almost be harder than doing 5-4 skip just because of how long it is and how much things can just pile up on you if you don't know what you're doing. So B-Man's still gonna definitely have to watch out, make sure he doesn't lose any more time than what's necessary. And DCA is going to be taking himself into 5 Ghost House. Now, 5 Ghost House isn't really that difficult a level. For beginners, I'd say the most difficult part is just memorizing where to go, given that in order to be fast, you don't pick up any of the light blocks, so the entire thing is, well, this tiny circle of light for you the entire time. But DCA, you know, he knows where to go, because he's been running this game for quite a long time. And into the second room, there are a couple jumps here. For example, that jump, if you mess it up, you will run straight into the boo and lose your propeller, which at this point, losing propeller isn't too much of a time loss, but you definitely don't want it to happen to you. And the second difficult jump, also known as boo ring jump, right there at the end, where you save time by not waiting for the opening in the boo ring to come to you. You can just jump between a couple of boos in the ring with a little precise hop there, which DCA got. Not too difficult of a trick, but once again, can lose you some time if you do mess it up, and also you look way less cool if you mess it up. B-Man himself is going to be heading into 5 Ghost House as DCA heads his way into World 8. Sorry, into World 8. And so far, DCA is having a pretty good run, minus that 5-4 death, so we'll see what becomes of that. B-Man moving his way through 5 Ghost House as well, getting pretty nice movement here with a 585 door. I did not see if DCA got a 585 door. I don't think he did, because he ended up sliding down one of the walls. Oh, B-Man accidentally wall jumping off that light block there. Not too big of a loss, though. It is. Oh, yeah, it's going to make the cycles off, and B-Man taking a death there in 5 Ghost House. I think that wall jump definitely knocked his rhythm off there. But it's not too bad. 5 Ghost House isn't that long of a level. DCA going to be coming up on a little trick here in 8-1. We pick up that Buzzy Beetle shell there, using a little bit of movement down towards the bottom, which allows us to just do a shorter spin over that lava pillar instead of doing a regular propeller spin and wasting a whole bunch of time. DCA getting it pretty cleanly there as he makes his way through 8-1. And the other thing with 8-1 is the meteors coming down from the sky are completely RNG. There's really no way to manipulate them. And if you mess up the optimal movement in the level, they have a good chance of hitting you and you dying. So DCA avoiding that there, getting the triple jump over that last lava pillar at the end too, which is pretty precise. And getting himself a 433, which is optimal for 8-1. So really nice 8-1 out there from DCA. Did B-Man die in Ghost House again? I was looking at DCA's 8-1. I think B-Man ended up dying in Ghost House again to the second room, which definitely, I won't say it's common, but it's definitely a thing that can happen. I think everyone's had it happen to them in runs at least a few times. And especially, I think with the nerves that he's probably feeling right now, it's... Okay, there you go, he got it. DCA heading his way into 8-2 now, while BMAN makes his way over to Boo Ring Jump. 8-2 is I believe, the only level in the game we take completely as Small Mario, because the ending of the level has a room with a low ceiling, so being Small Mario allows us to not hit the ceiling as much. Though it does make the level a little more perilous, because any one hit and you are dead. I mean, you lose a bunch of time. There's also a lot of very small optimizations with the movement in the level, which I believe DCA got most of them, if not all of them. So making a pretty good deal out of 8-2 here. Messing up a little bit of the movement in this last room, which has conveyors all along the bottom that are very fast and also backwards. So your goal there is to not land on that bottom part of the room at all until the very end. DCA messed it up a little, but didn't lose himself too much time. Still got a 424 IGT for the level, which is very nice. Not optimal, but still pretty nice. BMAN now making his own way into World 8. Without Propeller, he's not going to be able to do all the same strats that DCA did in 8-1. He will have to pick up a Fire Flower in the second half of the level in order to not lose as much time. But I think I want to say it only loses around 3 seconds, maybe? Like 2 or 3 seconds. So, not too much time. As long as he doesn't take a death, which hopefully he doesn't. DCA himself is making his way into 8-7, which is the roller coaster level. This is also an auto-scroller, kind of like 5-4, except this one we can't skip. You just kind of have to sit on these roller coasters and just wait them out. And it is not fun. Well, it can be fun. I don't know. Do you like roller coasters? I don't like roller coasters. The only optimizations in 8-7 really are getting on and off the roller coasters, because between them there's a little bit of platforming, and DCA's goal here is really just going to be to optimize that and optimize jumping off these roller coasters to preserve his momentum. Looks like he did a decent job of that there. Kind of got stuck on the pipe a little bit, getting a 414 instead of a 415, but still very nice. BMAN is heading into 8-2. Let's see. Okay, meteors were nice to him. There's a singular meteor pattern in the very first part of 8-2, which can actually kill you if you triple jump too high before you head into the pipe. BMAN didn't get it there, which is good for him because this game seems to not be going his way today, so threw him a little bit of a bone there. BMAN missed a little bit of movement in the beginning of the level, but nothing too major. DCA picking up all 3 star coins in 8-7 just for that little bit of extra swag there. Because it is a well-known fact that if you do not get all 3 star... Oh! DCA pulling that last jump a little close there, getting hit by the fire pillar, but fortunately for himself, not taking a death at the very end of a very long level there. So he's probably just going to take a mushroom out of his inventory before he heads into airship here. BMAN, pretty decent 8-2. I'll see what his IGT is. I think it's 422. Yeah. So not great, but not terrible. I think that still might be better than my best 8-2 anyway, so, you know, hats off to that. I don't know how high of a bar that is to clear, it really isn't, but, you know, small victories. DCA heading into 8 airship, and after that is 8 castle, which are the two, at least in my opinion, 2 of the hardest and most likely to choke on levels in the game. So, before anyone starts trying to call this race, it is not over until it is over because of these last two levels. DCA messing up a little bit of movement there before the cannonballs, so we don't get to see a small little trick there, but not going to lose himself too much time. Maybe only a second or two. But coming up are the airship skips. The reason, well, there's a few reasons why we get propeller back, but the big one is that there's a lot of these platforms here where you have to stand on the screw and like make these platforms come down, then walk across them, and that's slow. So what we do instead is what we just saw DCA do there, which is jump under the platforms and then spin. And the spins themselves aren't too precise unless you're really trying to optimize them, which it looks like DCA is kind of not cutting it too close, playing it a little bit safe there. Ooh, spinning a little. Yes, that screw's not really agreeing with him that much, but he's gonna get in the end. DCA getting through all those airship skips pretty well as well. 402 final pipe. Definitely could be better, but those, once again, that one screw really kind of messed with him. Now, coming up in here is a trick with Bowser Jr., also known as the worst trick in the game. Now, the intended way to do this fight is Bowser Jr. Oh! Okay, okay, let me finish my explanation, I see how it is. But the way it's supposed to work is Bowser Jr. drops these bombs, you have to ground pound the bomb platform, and you have to hit them with it, with the bombs. And that is very slow and also kind of an auto-scroller. So what we can do instead is what DCA showed off for us right at the very beginning of the fight, and it looks like he might not get it again. Yeah, gonna go a couple frames late there. Is you do a 1 to 2 frame trick where if you get up next to Bowser Jr., there's a small window where he ducks down just far enough from the ceiling that you can fit in a ground pound and hit him without having to wait for a bomb, which is called bombless. It is intensely precise, but done optimally, I think saved just over 20 seconds over just doing the fight normally, which is hitting him, which is you have to hit him twice up in the air like that. So it is very hard to get, and pretty much almost every world record pace, high pace run in the game goes down to that fight. It is the worst fight in the game and is terrible. And there is still a level left, which is coming up here, a castle. B-Man is heading into airship himself. At this point, I think B-Man's really going to have to hope that DCA takes a death here in 8 castle if he wants to win. He's about, I think, 2.5 minutes behind. So if DCA takes a bad death in 8 castle, it's definitely still possible that B-Man can pull this out. B-Man also getting the trick I was mentioning DCA missing earlier. Just triple jump, you hit the cannonball. It looks really cool. It's not too hard to do, but it does end up making your movement a bit more optimized. DCA heading through the first room of castle here and getting a 656 pipe, which is optimal, I believe. B-Man making his way through the first 2 airship skips and heading his way into the third room of airship as DCA goes into the lava room of castle. This room is pretty much an auto-scroller here in castle. There's not much you can do to optimize it except trying to get into the pipe at the bottom of this room as soon as possible. The issue with that being is that the bottom of this room is also lava. So if you end up going early, you will straight up just hit lava. I think DCA is probably... No, I was going to say he's going to play it safe. He did not. I think that was around the second or third frame or something that he could have gotten that. That was very cutting it close, but he managed to pull it off. He does put a lot of practice into this level, so B-Man himself, I think, got a little bit of a delayed first bombless there. Oh! Nice, but getting second bombless pretty quickly. 392 IGT on airship is really nice. B-Man actually saving a good bit of time over DCA there. Really nice. Not optimal, but definitely very good from B-Man. DCA getting a 583 switch here. I think he might have lost a little bit of time to the Bowser fight, but nothing substantial. And he's going to be heading his way into the very last part of the game, which is called Escape, because that's not Peach. And in fact, Bowser is not dead. Kamek here revives Bowser, and he becomes very big, and you have to escape from him. It's pretty self-explanatory. But anyway, Bowser... So, the first half of Escape is basically just manipulating where Bowser is shooting his fireballs. You basically just crouch jump in the same places at the same heights every time, and he should shoot his fireballs at you correctly. If you mess it up, it can definitely go wrong very quickly, because Bowser can just start shooting fireballs all over the place when you're not ready for it, and it can just not go your way. DCA getting a really nice fireball section there, heading into the platforming section here at the end. The platforming here isn't too terribly difficult, but definitely with the nerves that come with hitting the end of a run, there's still a lot of tight tricks here. DCA going to be getting a 510 here, which is a very nice IGT. Not optimal once again, but very, very nice. GG's to him. And BMAN himself has just entered Lava Room, so he shouldn't be too far behind. Probably, my guess is going to get a high 27, though I'm notoriously bad at knowing how long 8C takes, because your perception of time isn't exactly the best as you head into this level.
Hello.
Oh, I did not invite you here yet. You may not just walk.
I got the DM. I mean, I got the DM from. First of all, I got the DM from the bot, and second of all, I could access this anyways.
My voice hurts. You explain your run.
Yeah, GG to BMAN, first of all. Alright, let's see here. Right off the bat, because first off, I bonked on Omega Wall, then I got Goomba Boost and the Task Strat.
Imagine missing Omega Wall and getting Task Strat.
I know, right? And it wasn't even a 455 because
BMAN getting Bowser jump there.
Hog.
Nice.
His low percent skills.
His low percent skills are coming through. He mentioned low percent in chat earlier, and we can see it really paying off for him there. Getting to skip having to wait for Bowser to jump up.
Let's see here. 5-1 I personally thought should have been a 47, but game said otherwise.
Yeah.
5-3 I misaligned my jump when setting up the task strat, so I missed it.
Yeah, I saw that. That was...
Then I had... it was... I tried backing it up. It didn't really work. And then at the end of the level, my motion controls were like, oh, you spun? Okay.
Motion controls definitely can be like that. Sometimes it's awful. Motion controls are terrible. Please don't put them in platform.
Yeah. Very, very Monk S556. Like, I think that was the closest I possibly could have cut it without getting hit.
Yeah. Then you got a 529 out of Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, taking an accidental spin there. I think he's fine. Platform should line up for him. Yeah. Alright, GG's to BMAN.
GG to BMAN. Yeah, so I failed the IL strat in 5-4, and then I'm like, crap, BMAN is totally ahead. I have to hope that he messed it up too. And then I ended up pulling a high 3-5-3 on the next go around. I'm really glad I saved, by the way.
Yeah. If you didn't save, this could like legitimately be like a tied race, or very close to, not tied.
It would have probably been down to loads.
Yeah.
Probably. So yeah, after I finished up 5-4, I pulled the stream up real quick to see it because I thought BMAN was like already through Ghost House, but then I saw that he was going into like we were pretty much synced, except for the fact that he didn't have propeller, whereas I did a save and reset.
Yeah.
8-1 was also very interesting because I had to do a turnaround at Shell Boost.
Yeah. You still pulled out the 4-3-3 though.
4-2-4. You mean
4-2? No, I was talking about 8-1.
Oh yeah, 8-1 was fine. 8-2, I would have had 4-2-5, but you know,
Conveyor room.
it wasn't even like the game being bad. That was all on me because I jumped late, and it would have been a 4-2-5, and maybe even a gold with a bad first room because I had the monk ass meteor RNG. 8 airship, I played the skips a little bit safe, and then
leftover trauma from your last run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then I decided, you know what? I'll go for a crouch jump because I won't lose the run if I miss it. And then I got first hit, and then didn't get second hit or third hit, so that was sad. And then Castle was good up until that. What even happened in Castle? I don't remember Castle.
Bowser swiped.
Oh yeah, swipes.
I think that might have been like 5-12 worthy without the swipes.
That was. It was. Because swipes lose about 2 IDT. So yeah. I could have sworn that I did the manip perfectly, but
the game was just like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're gonna get B-Man in here soon for an interview as well. I sent the message out to him, but
yeah.
Alright, wait, let me check. He didn't say anything in chat yet. And I completely forgot to mention the crouch jumps on stream when you guys were going over. I had two chances to mention it. I missed them both because I was just talking about the skips.
Wow.
And I think you guys both got bombless. I think B-Man actually got like a really nice double bombless. I don't know if you saw that.
I wasn't. I only checked the stream after 5-4 and after I finished.
Yeah, he had a 392 IGT.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, both his first and last hits were like a little slow, but they were both. I think they were both second tries.
So you mean like
he
like backup first hit and then
yeah.
Okay.
Like he went for 1 ground pound, it didn't work, and then he was able to get as soon as Bowser Jr. ducked down again.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. B-Man saying in chat that if he didn't die twice in Ghost House, he could have gotten sub 27 without propeller.
He died twice in Ghost House? Ooh.
Yeah, to second room. Because he messed up. Because he never hit the switch, so he kept going blind into the jumper. You have to like jump under the boo.
Oh. That jump is... you can do it blind, but it's not ideal because hitting the switch doesn't lose time.
Yeah, but it all depends on how you personally set up that jump. Because if you jump earlier or later, then it's then the switch isn't right.
So yeah, I am decently happy with this run.
What would that run have been without the death in 5-4?
Okay, let's see here. What was my 5-4 split time? Can I see that? No, I can't. Not easily. I have to do math. I don't like doing math.
Oh my god, just replace your 5-4 split with whatever you got in your PB.
I'm just gonna time calculator.
Oh my god. I'm gonna do it for you.
No, I want to do it myself.
Welcome to DCA Does Math, the commentary stream.
Okay, I had a 225, and my PB gets a 132. So
it is 53 seconds. It is 53 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a 24:57 then.
That would have been Pog had I not messed up 5-4.
Is that race? Would that have been race record?
No, race record is a 4x.
What? Wait, was it Pidgey?
Aztecs.
Aztec. When did Aztecs get a 4x?
I don't know.
Missing things.
No, Aztecs just hides things.
Oh. And then he just mentions it later, like, oh yeah, I got a 4x in a race, and we're like, Aztecs, please.
Yeah. With coding double, and not with first try 5-4 and coding double, that maybe could have been race record, depending on how 8C went.
I still don't know if BMAN's coming in here if he wants to do an interview or not. Hold on, I'll message him in chat.
Oh yeah, also during 8C, my Rumble, like I have Rumble on just because it feels more natural to me because I've always had it on. And just halfway through 8C, it's just like, I'm gonna just stop working.
It's trying to psych you out. The game's against you.
It is.
Okay, B-Man's saying he'll pass, so we should probably just wrap this up soon because I think we've been doing this interview for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually somehow managed to fix it during the cutscene in the middle of 8C.
The engineer.
Just a quick smack or two does it. Shoutouts to version differences, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, B-Man definitely had a very unfortunate run.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and watch this back.
He got hit in 1-3 because he messed up. He messed up one of the triple jump movements. One of his double jumps was went too far, and he ended up getting hit by one of the Hammer Bros.
Yeah, I always have a fear that that's gonna happen.
Yeah, 1-3 is just the scariest level because it feels like that's where it's the most likely to happen.
It is, because like it's so easy to press jump like a frame too early or a frame too late, and it's just like, well, now I'm dead.
Yeah, it's like, well, now you either have to hope for the roulette block in 5-3, which I think B-Man got a star out of. I don't know if that's early or late. I don't have.
I think that's early. Although Mushroom might be early.
Yeah, B-Man actually got a better IGT than you with going into the roulette block room because he got the star.
I mean, that doesn't really count, though. I did get the optimal cannonless strats IGT, though.
Oh. Well, you know what? That's worth it.
True. Not really, though, because I don't like messing up 5-3.
All right, I'll wrap this up here. So with this match, both DCA and B-Man become 1-1 in their group. They both still have one match left to play. in their group with Ramison and Squash. Upcoming in this tournament, we have a match tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time between the Coding Boy and Junior. An hour after that match, 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Time, we have a match between U Video and Spicy Noodles. And the day after that, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a match between me and Latcher. So lots of matches coming up very shortly. If you enjoyed what you have seen here, please get a chance to follow the runners. And the runners command is not working apparently. Those are not us. Do not follow them. Follow.
I mean, HDLax and Glitch PhD are pretty fun runners, LM runners. Go follow them too.
Yeah, go. You can follow them too. What I'm saying, follow. I think DiamondcrafterA and BMAN. I think that's both of your Twitch accounts, right? Or does BMAN have numbers after his name?
I'm linking them here.
Oh, okay. So yeah, follow the runners. Follow me as well if you enjoyed my commentary on stream. I basically while not doing good at this game. So if you want to watch that as well, I don't have the SpeedGaming schedule up actually, Frick. So I don't know what's upcoming there.
I spelled schedule wrong.
You spelled schedule wrong. DCA's dyslexia is showing in chat here.
Okay, all upcoming streams on the SpeedGaming channels. Okay.
Just follow that link because apparently none of the other links updated for this.
All right, let's see here. There is Hollow Knight randomizer lockout bingo going on right now. Mega Man 2 randomizer going on right now. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer going on right now. On this channel, right after we finish up, there's going to be the Mega Man 4 tournament. And that is it for tonight.
Yep. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to DCA and BMAN for running. And
thank you for commentating.
Thank you. And I hope everybody has a great day. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.